Hello Virgos, it is AD with kayxztarot, and I'm going to be doing your February 2019 reading, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. While you're here, don't forget to check out that description box on information on how to book a personal reading with me. Also, my Instagram, my SoundCloud, the decks I use, and the crystals I use is all going to be in that information box below. So check that out if you have any questions. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. So without any further ado, let's get into your reading, Virgos. I just did Taurus's reading. And I all of a sudden just got like a random jolt of energy, and it's still lasting. So I'm hoping that like it's just an earth sign thing, because they had like a really awesome type reading. So I hope that all of y'all are like fucking winning. You know what I'm saying? Definitely new love opportunities can be coming in with an Aries, guys, or a relationship that you are involving Aries could take off. All right, but just be careful about some decisiveness. Okay. Anyways, that was for somebody. Alright. 2 and 1 more shuffle for Virgo. Alright, Virgo. Let's see. What is going on for our Virgos for February 2019? There could certainly be a commitment of some sort that ends up leading to like a burden. Alright. Okay, so we do have perhaps I wish that this would have come out in a way, because this could mean an ex could be returning, something that was painful in the past is now returning and emerging, or this could be closing out of a very painful cycle and starting a new one, alright? It could be involving a Pisces, Cancer, or a Scorpio, or just somebody with deep emotions that you share deep emotions for. This person can be artistic, this person can be emotional, could be kind of empathetic, falls victim to their own imagination and whims sometimes, but I do see movement happening out of a very painful period, whether with the same person or be it with the same person or someone else. I'm not sure with those two cards alone. All right. 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Alright, so the underlying energy we do have, look, is the 4 of Cups with Judgment. So there's a big offer coming in, alright? Big opportunity. There's certainly a message that is coming back, probably from something that you've left behind in the past. Alright, could have been an earth sign, a fellow earth sign. So that could be another Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. But somebody could be wanting to come and offer something more stable than it was in the past. But there's an underlying energy of something that was dead is now resurrected, bitch. So expect that text, expect that phone call, expect that, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? I've been thinking about you, you know, that Do You, Neo. I don't know if any of you know that song, but like, that's what a lot of you guys will be experiencing, all right? And we have the Emperor. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Taurus, just because they had Empress in that same spot, and I brought up the Emperor, all right? So it could be connected with an Aries, but perhaps you could be having a conversation with your father, a paternal figure, somebody who's provided for you in a financial sense, but somebody who's also strong-willed and hot-headed. We have that going on here. All right, we have the 5 of Cups as the past foundation. We have the 2 of Swords as the present foundation. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles as the most likely outcome, Virgo. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. So, all right. Pretty straightforward reading, actually, guys. So, it seems like somebody that you dealt with in the past, somebody that you probably could have seen as a husband material, somebody that you looked out for, but their stubbornness, their hold to their ego, they're having to really cause a rift in this type of connection, and it led to a lot of unhappiness and sadness with the 5 of Cups here, alright? So there was a lot of regret and sadness over this past connection. I really feel like this is something that is coming back, and you're going to be faced with a decision, right? But it left you so dry in the past. I don't know why I got dry, but it left you so, the word I'm looking for is empty, hollow. It left you very empty, alright, in the past. And so now this person is coming back, and it seems like they're saying the right things, alright? And so there's a decision that has to be made if you're going to allow them. But for a lot of you Virgos, y'all said, hell to the no-no, to the no-no, hell to the no-no. So, like, if you're decisive, I feel like this person's probably going to say something or do something. And, you're like sitting where you're talking to a person and, you're thinking about, like, oh, maybe I should forgive them. I've been too hard on this person, yada, yada, yada. And then they say that one thing and you're like, oh, no. I remember I didn't like your ass to begin with. All right, so some of you guys are gonna be greeted with that trait, and to me, it probably has something to do with their ego or like how they've. This is really specific. This person has probably a low thought about women. All right, like they don't think very highly about women. Either they have issues with their mother, but they say something that is just like, you got some trust issues. Like this person's probably been hurt in the past, and so they kind of are bitter. You know, women always get the credit for being bitter. You know, in Virgo male, you could be dealing with a woman, but for a lot of you guys, for a lot of females, get accused of being bitter after relationships, but men can be bitter, if not more bitter, you know, and like the way that they go about their things, it's like how they talk about, you know, new relationships, like I'm not going to do this and I'm not going to do that and I'm not going to do this. And it's just like, well, then what exactly are you going to do, right? So this person to me has probably had some pretty difficult relationships in the past, and so the way that they don't trust women, like they don't like women, all right? But they like you, but they're only going to allow themselves to like you, but so much because they have a bigger battle. They have a much bigger battle that's coming in about how they feel about women. And again, this could be stemming with their connection from their mom. But they want to come back and make amends and make it right with you, but I just see you honestly remembering that about them and why it didn't work out the first time, and you're like, it's not going to work out the second time. Either. Like, you haven't really evolved, right? And this person has some, I mean, they have cosmic work to go through as far as, like, their relationship with the feminine energy within inside themselves, all right? And the feminine energy that they project onto other people and how they receive feminine energy. So, like, their relationship with their femininity is in question, all right? Not saying that this person is gay or straight. This could be a storyline for some of them. Like, they struggle with their sexuality, but they, like, you're comfortable for them, because this person is just, like, tries to be uber masculine, like, to the point where you're just like, what are you trying to hide, bro? That's very specific, but yeah, it seems like something from the dead, from some person who was a jerk, who hurt you in the past, now has come in, so you could be in this state of, like, trying to figure out what you're going to do, if you're going to make that decision or not, you know, what call are you going to do, right? But follow your intuition in this, but it seems like for a lot of you guys, you're going to be leaving this person out in the cold, and just being like, you know, you can go back into that fucking hole that you crawled out from, because I really don't give a shit about what you have to say. Like, we're incompatible, bro. We're incompatible, you know? And so it looks like some of you guys are going to take this time, and the card of advice is the Eight of Pentacles, to focus on work, all right? Which Virgos can do. So I know that's probably like, meh, but focus on work, focus on your studies, on school, all right? This person, don't let them distract you from, like, the bigger thing, from the grand scheme of things. Don't let them take away from what you got going on. This is just one of those fleeting things. If this can be, you know, sometimes it's fun to chit-chat with an ex, to catch up, you know, to make sure that you're doing better than they're doing. All right, leave it at that. Leave it there, Virgo. This is not something to truly entertain for a long time, but there has been a lot of disappointment, all right? And for some of you guys, if this is a work reading, okay, same thing. So this could be a boss that you had in the past who's now trying to come back and act like everything's cool, and you're just like, it's not cool, but I see you walking away from the situation and focusing on something else, putting essentially, if it's not work, it's just putting your attention and your efforts elsewhere, not necessarily in staying tied with whoever this emperor character is, all right, be it a boss or a significant other. Because it just caused a lot of friction in the past, and it's still unstable with these 2 5s here. It hasn't reached solid ground yet. It's not even any use in pretending like it has, but this person is going to be rushing back in with a message for you, trying to resurrect something, okay? And you're like, no. No. How about no? Alright. This is what I got for you, Virgo. So now we're going to move into your Oracle deck, starting with the Moonology deck by Yasmin, Boland. 3, 2, and 1. Alright, so we have conclusions are within reach. So this is definitely could be closing out a cycle. I feel like this cycle was closed, though, and this person is just trying to bring it back to see if you were serious or not. Because normally, like, you've gone back and forth. You have show the world the real you. Let me reshuffle. These cards can be so hard to shuffle. Okay. The end of a tough cycle approaches with Capricorn here. All right, so really interesting thing. That's why I'm saying this is like the final step. This is just making sure that like it's dead. All right, and it's dead. It's dead. All right, so you're very close to achieving your goals as far as like you move. So it's just like you're so close to this. There's no point in getting lost in this. And this is probably why you're sensing this person so much now, because people sense when you're doing well, especially people who've wronged you. It's like they're like hyenas, all right, piranhas. And so now that you're finally like on track, you finally figured out what you wanted to do. You're like, hey Phineas, I know what I'm gonna do today. You know, you're really on your Phineas and Ferb shit, and you're out there, you're building shit. You know, you're rocking and rolling. Now the neighborhood wants to come see what you're up to because they're not doing shit. So I don't know where that came from, but just be mindful about who decides to return. Yeah, I do know where that came from. But, like, be mindful about this person returning because they really just want to be off of your success, you know? And one more shuffle for Virgos, February 2019. Alright, so we have Serenity. So there is a jubilant energy here as far as just releasing. It's letting go and letting God and understanding that the universe is going to take you in what divine path. I think that by saying no to this person, you open yourself to receiving other blessings, okay? Because now, for the first time in a long time, you've chosen yourself and you've chosen to stand up for yourself. We have planetary cycles. So there is, like I said, how do I word this? This resurrection that's happening is supposed to happen. This person is supposed to come back just to make sure that all the dust has settled on this relationship and that is actually dead and it has no chance of bringing its way back. So you can go into that next phase. So it's just a part of that time. It's just a part of the phase. It's just a phase of the relationship to phase it out. So don't get caught up thinking that you have to prolong this longer than it has to if you don't want to prolong it, right? And wisdom. So you've learned from the past. You've learned from that past heartache. You don't necessarily want to experience that again, Virgo. You're like, if it looks like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a duck. So, you know, there's no point in like trying to pretend like it's not. And you know this person is a duck. You know this person has an issue with women. You know this person has an issue with, like, fidelity because of their issue with women. You know that they don't like their mama. So why are you trying to pretend like that's going to lead to anything sound? So there is a use in understanding, like, you say no to this, then the universe is going to greet you with somebody who's way more suited for your caliber and your potential. You don't have to settle. You don't have to settle for this. It's dead. I can't express that enough. Just let it die. Alright, and I will say, this is the prime opportunity to be like, if this doesn't resonate with you, so be it. Alright, don't listen to me. Listen to yourself, you know? If you're like, wrong, that's fine. Alright, we had quite a few cards fly out, but I'm going to reshuffle. Always go with your inner guidance, right? All I can do is see is the most likely outcome. Doesn't mean it's tied to. Alright, Virgo. So we have 44 here. And 44 is body, which is what I thought. So physical root chakra. So this person could possibly have a sexual tie to you. You guys could start having sex again. But again, they show themselves. You guys could be hot and heavy for a really brief period of time, but they show themselves and, like, you know, you're like, oh no. Alright, so anyways, the body temple speaks to how you treat yourself physically. Your spirituality can be expressed through your body, but through your body it is related to the physical. The physical well-being is a result of the application of physical world rules. Focus on the body as your temple is for the purpose of well-being on this level of self. So really take care of yourself now, alright? Especially if you're sharing your body with this person, make sure that this person is in fact clean, if you know what I'm saying. Just get a checkup about yourself. Make sure that everything's running smoothly the way that it should. You know, put focus into that. Put self-care into you, especially if you've lost yourself trying to sort through this decision that you have to make, especially if you've just kind of like, you know, stopped caring about your physical appearance in the way that you normally do. If you haven't kept up with your appearance because you've been swamped. Take that day off and go get your nails done. Or take that day off and take a bath. You know, take that day off and care for yourself in the way that you want to be cared for yourself. Don't think that you have to impress anyone other than yourself right now, Virgo. Especially if you're shedding this old skin of a relationship, alright? So that is what I got for you, Virgos. Thank you so much for tuning in and for your patience. Don't forget to drop a comment, like, share, and subscribe. Check out the description box below on information on how to book a personal reading with myself. And that's it. Until next time, Virgos. Peace.